Hi friends, welcome to the channel Learning R is Fun. In our last video, we solved a problem relating to life expectancy versus GDP per capita for all the countries in the world using Gapminder data. In this video, we will be doing visualization of a problem that is COVID-19. Let's go to RStudio. Now we will attend the second problem. The second problem is about the COVID data. Now the data is to be obtained from this website. So I will copy the link, Ctrl C. Then I will use import dataset where I will use readr package. In the URL I will paste this. Now I can say update. And now R is trying to retrieve the data. It has obtained the data. Now let's look at this. Date reported is in the form of double, which is not correct. It is to be date format. So we'll select the date format here. Then R is suggesting what should be the format. The format you can see here once again, year, then in 4 digits, then followed by hyphen, then we got the month, then we got the date. For the same month, dates, different dates are there. So we have to use Y, then M and D. So we'll change it to date, and then here we'll add percentage capital Y because 4 digits are there. If 2 digits are there, small y. Then we need not have this the separator, we have to give hyphen, then this forward slash will remove, and then we'll give again hyphen, and we don't have this other specifications. So we have got year, month and day with hyphen. We'll say OK. So it has accepted. Now it is in the date format. Now this is the URL, and the import option we can give the date new name. The new name I will simply give as COVID. Now the respective commands for this entire operations are written here. That will come automatically into our here. Library readr, then COVID, then view. So the view is here, date reported is available, country code, etc. So now COVID data has been already collected, 69,795 observations with 8 variables. Entire world's COVID data is available in our computer now. We can see this we have a country code, we have a country, we have WHO region, and new cases, cumulative cases, new deaths and cumulative deaths. Actually data is only 4, and then the categories are here. Okay, understood. Now what we'll do, first we'll start with the tidyverse and lubricate loading. Okay, packages have been loaded. Let's look at the problem. Get COVID-19 data from WHO website, filter the data for India for the month of October, and draw area plots for cumulative cases reported and deaths thereof. Then a bar plot is to be drawn for the new cases and new deaths. Adjust the scale to enable viewing daily variations of all data columns. Okay, now we'll proceed. We got the data, that is COVID. We'll filter for country to India, and we'll select columns other than WHO region, country code and country, because it is already India, so country is not required. Country code and WHO region is not required. So whatever we have selected, that should go back to COVID. So that's why you have given compound assignment operator. And the country, you write caps because that is the field name. In India, within quotes you have to give, and select not these columns. Okay, so we'll get COVID now changed. It is now 297 observations of 5 variables. Now we'll have to do the plotting. We'll plot only cumulative cases first with the red color points. That is COVID. Then we'll pass it on by pipe to ggplot. X is date reported, Y is cumulative cases, and then we'll say another geom point is to be added for visual. We'll say color is red. Okay, geom is to be added by a plus symbol. So we got this, it appears to be a line, but if you really zoom it, then you will know it's not line, it's all points, because continuous days, therefore points are all plotted and it looks like a, so the cumulative cases are increasing, that is what we see, and there is no suggestion, maybe there is a slight suggestion here that it will taper off after some time. Okay, then plot only cumulative cases with area as area plot. We have made geom point here, we will do geom area, that's all. We got the area and the same thing indicated. And now we will do cumulative cases and cumulative deaths, these two cases. So one is geom point and that is cumulative cases. Then we will add another geom point where we will say aesthetics, cumulative deaths, and color is red. So here we have to add one more y. Already reported y is here, then since another geom point is being added and that y variable we have to mention. So this will execute. So we are getting the cumulative deaths are almost very small, because the difference between these two are so much, we are not able to see them properly. So what we'll do, we'll apply a logarithmic scale here. Once you apply logarithmic scale, the smaller values will become somewhat meaningful to visualize, that's all. So what we are doing, we are having the same code, we are adding scale underscore y underscore log 10. So with this, the y axis is now logarithmic, and then we are able to see the cumulative death cases are, you can say, following the cumulative cases. The legend is meaningless because we have seen whenever you use AES within the geom point, and if there is a previous AES, then there is a problem. And that if you have to remove, then we will have to remove the color aspect from the AES. Okay, we will not do that now, you can try it. Now we will do the filtering of the data for month of October. Filter month, date reported is 10. So date reported is a date column, and we will take month of this. Month of this, when we say this is a function which is in LibriDate package. So we are using this, and then we are equating to 10, and after this filter we are going to plot the ggplot, geom point. So we are getting the cumulative cases are reported in October also, it is steadily increasing. Okay, we have to draw a bar graph. So what we will do, instead of a geom point, we will use a geom call. When you use a geom call, the values will be equated to the height of the bar. So we get the geom bars here, which is also similarly indicating the same thing. Now we want a grouped bar chart for all the 4 columns. Now we are having only one column, that is the cumulative cases, but we have got 4 variables, is it not? You can see here, it's a new case, cumulative case, new deaths, cumulative deaths. So we got 4 variables, so we want all 4 in for each day. So that means group chart should be available. For group bar chart, we have to make the data into long format. We have seen this earlier. Now you can recollect. Again, what we are doing, COVID we will take and filter month is 10. Then when we pass on this data, we will pass it on to pivot longer function. In pivot longer function, we will say date reported you retain as it is, then remaining columns you change them to category, and then the values you change them to number of cases. So all these 4 columns will be made as rows with category reporting the 4 individual column heads, and then the values, corresponding values will go in the number of cases, and that is to be stored in COVID long. So we will just do it, and COVID long is now 100 observation 3 variables. What is this COVID long? You can see category encompasses all the 4 situations, new cases, cumulative cases, new deaths, cumulative deaths, all this for date first. Again for 2nd October they are having the same thing. So like that the wide format has become long format now, the values have come here. Okay, having done that, Now the geom bar is easy. What we have to do, you have to simply report fill list category, because each bar we want a different color. X is date reported, Y is number of cases, because number of cases is the only value and X is date reported. And then we will have a geom, that is bar, and here position is dodge, that means by the side of each other, not stacked. And stat is identity, means you just take the same values, don't do anything to the values, means don't count the values or don't do any statistical transformation. That is what is called identity. So now we'll plot it. Now we are having a proper bar graph, but the problem here is the scale. You look at this. These three cases are all very minor when compared to the cumulative cases. So better to visualize these three only without this. We will do that here. How? We will say filter except categories cumulative cases. Remaining things are same. So we have done this using this filter. So now we will have only three cases. So with three cases we are able to visualize, and again new deaths are very small when compared to cumulative deaths and new cases. So this is very small. So this is somewhat better, but still we can do something more. Let's see whether the facet, individual facet will help. So facet trap, bars is category, n row is 2. When we do this, we find that again the scales are same for all facets, so it's not really helping. Then only option we have got is scale of y axis we can change to log, and that's what I have done here. So with this we are able to see all the four relatively in a different fashion. But here we must remember these are all logarithms, so virtually you cannot take this as half of this. The real data is something different, which we have seen in the first plot. So here what we can see is there is a trend only. The trend you can see here, the trend is somewhat down. Here this also is somewhat down. So both this cumulative deaths as well as new deaths, these are all on the decline in the month of October. Cumulative cases appear to be slightly increasing, and new deaths are, new cases are here. This is a blue color. So new cases are also on the decline. So you can observe only the trends here, can't visualize much. Anyhow, we have solved the problem. So we can see that by proper use of Hybridate, dplyr, ggplot, appropriate scales, appropriate colors, with all these things we will be able to visually display a solution to the problem. So in these two videos we have seen ggplot2, and we have seen various aspects of it and how to solve issues and then visualize them. So in the next video we will be looking at dates and times, which are very important for many data sets, and so far we have not been dealing with the dates in a very sincere manner. So we'll have a thorough look at dates and times in the next video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.